You think this is my first rodeo in front of the camera? We're given an incredible task of going. My name is Carlos David Trujillo. I am an artist and filmmaker, and I am one of the Terra Fellows at the Queen's Museum. We were given this incredible task of doing a deep dive into the museum's collection to sort of add some texture to the archives and to put it in context to what it means for American art and for our community here in Queens. I chose a piece by Dan Farrell. The name of the piece is Hands Dealt Death. It was a photograph from 1960 that was printed in the New York Daily News. Dan Farrell was a photographer famously known for taking JFK Jr.'s photo at his dad's funeral, the salute. It's a very famous photo. This photo shows a kid holding his hands, and he's basically saying that he's innocent. He has been exonerated after spending 6 months in prison, though. The defense lawyers found out that the fingerprints did not match the crime scene, and he was let go. And I think it's important because if we think about all the unfair incarcerations that happen, especially in this day and age, it makes you think, he spent 6 months in jail. It could have been more because this was 64 years ago. And it makes a commentary, I think, on how our legal system still has lots of ways to go. There's so many things happening in the photo because the kid is looking straight at the camera. The photographer probably only had a few seconds to snap this, and the people surrounding him, even though we don't know what their story is, we don't know if they're lawyers that got him free or they're just people escorting him. I tried doing research, or I tried finding out about Kenneth and to see if there's any records online, and unfortunately there isn't. So it makes me think, what happened? How did this situation affect him? How did he lead his life after being in prison, being in 8th grade that was in jail unfairly? What happened with him? I think this piece is important to have in the collection because even though it's a photograph from 1960, it represents a situation that could happen today. So 64 years later, these things still happen, and people are wrongfully incarcerated, and some spend more than 6 months in jail. And I feel that when we are reminded that these things have been happening for as many years as they have been happening, then it makes whoever's looking at the photo or whoever's looking at the art think, and it forces us to perhaps be uncomfortable with the truth in a way that only a photograph like this can do for you.